Good morning. What's your name? Your name? Nook. I'm Nook. Joe. You. Yeah. Oh, Katu. Katum. Oh, Katum. Katum. Yeah, Katum. I remember Bilal was calling you Katum. Yeah. Katum and Mariam. Yeah. And Katum is working. Your daughter is Mariam, right? Yeah. So mom and daughter together work at this Riyadh, and this is K White Riyadh. You've been really good to us, Katum. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Are you all done for today?
What done me? What do
You
you mean by that?
you come back this evening, right?
Thank you,
No, I'm
Katum.
gonna stay here.
All day.
Yeah, until tomorrow night
Oh,
in the
my.
morning.
Oh, that
3
that
days
is a
solid.
48, 72-hour shift.
Yeah, you know, they say work hard, not smart.
Yeah.
I didn't discover this sentence yet. I'll let you like staying here.
Yeah.
And of course, this is not the last time. I'm sure that we're gonna have you again. Yeah.
We were just saying that Joe is probably not coming back, but I will come back with Dylan, our son.
Of course, he's missing a lot.
Yeah.
His name is
Dylan.
Dylan. You're
Yes.
missing a lot. Come to have a really, really lovely breakfast.
Every
Yes,
day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yep.
Well,
Okay, so we are going to make a video about our trip,
of course,
and we
of
are
course.
going to talk
of
about
course.
your
Intro.
Riyadh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Tell everyone about you.
I just want to ask.
Thank.
Do you
Huh?
have a taxi or something?
Yes. Well,
yeah,
we're gonna
we
have
are.
at 11:30. They're picking us up at the gate. So
11:30.
yeah.
11:30. Yeah. So we're
So-
going. We need to get out there with our luggage.
Yeah, we need the cart.
Yeah.
You know the.
Oh, I'm gonna
person
take
to-
care of it. I'm gonna take care
Yeah.
of it. Load
Oh.
it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take care of it.
Okay.
11:30.
No, we need
Well,
to
we
get
get
out
downstairs
at
at
11.
11.
Yeah.
We'll come down at be ready to go at 11.
At 11, you're gonna find me there,
Okay.
taking the luggage to downstairs. Okay.
Okay, sounds
Perfect,
good.
perfect.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Thank you, Bilan.
Thank you, Bilan.
Good morning, everyone. This is our last day in Marrakesh, and actually our last meal or last breakfast at our Riyadh. And this is Riyadh K White. The employees here, the managers here, both the night manager and the day manager, and all of the staff. They've been really good to us, and you know, they ask us what kind of breakfast we want, and normally you get the standard breakfast, but we can specify to them what kind of, if we want, how we want our eggs. So that's very important to us, because I love hard-boiled eggs and Joe loves scrambled eggs, omelette, and today you get great omelets. Looks delicious.
And we get to have olives for breakfast every day.
Yep. So anyway, the seating here is very low, but it's good. Yeah, so this is our last meal in Marrakesh, basically, because we are driving back to Casablanca and stay at a hotel overnight, and then we are going somewhere else tomorrow. And it's Ramadan, so I booked this trip on purpose, basically to don't want to be here during Ramadan, and that's the case. So would you tell the audience, or everyone that is watching right now, can you summarize your trip about Marrakesh?
Oh, well, yes, we drove to Marrakesh from the Atlas Mountains, where we had been staying actually on the other side of the mountains in the desert. And so then we
This is good.
came driving down through some beautiful valleys and gorges, snow-capped mountains. It was a really beautiful drive. Marrakesh is a very busy city. It is not a quaint little village by any means. This is a big city. Lots of buses, lots of motorbikes, lots of people, hustle and bustle. Inside the Medina, where we're staying in a Riyadh, it's still pretty busy. What they call the souks, which is the where the vendors sell their stuff. It's pretty busy. The one thing that you have to be aware of is that there are motorbikes everywhere, even in places where you think it should only be pedestrians. There's motorbikes, so that's just something you have to accommodate. But we've been walking around Marrakesh a lot. It's a growing city, and so I suggest that when you come to Morocco, you do visit Marrakesh, but don't hesitate to get out and see some of the more traditional areas, smaller communities, and especially get a chance to camp out in the desert in a what, quote unquote, luxury tent, which means it's got a bed and a bathroom, but it's still a tent, and it's still out in the desert. You're nestled in the sand dunes. So,
but it's a beautiful tent. It's glamping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how do you like Marrakesh?
You know, when I was living in Rabat 40 some years ago, and we came down here to Marrakesh, not too often, but enough to know the city. It was really small, and it used to be just the area around the Medina, and it was small. And the square, I don't remember the name of it, but I call it the square by the mosque. It's still the same, but it's so crowded, and there's so, I hear someplace that Morocco is the best or the most visited country in Africa. And that's probably true, especially, Marrakesh. People come here just to look at, I don't know, they come here for the hammam, which is the steam bath. They come here for the massages, and they come here to visit the area, the desert, and whatnot. There's so many nature things that you can visit. And then there are a lot of palaces that you can visit, and but you see them all. And the excitement of bargaining when you go to the souk, the vendors start out the price with, let's just say you want to buy an item, and they tell you, you ask them, how much, combien ça coûte monsieur, or combien ça coûte madame, and then they tell you 1,200 or 1,200 dirhams. The key is to not even listen to that amount, because that is the fake amount, exaggerated amount. So, you just go ahead, negotiate them down to as low as you want, and if they don't take it, I just walk away, and then they call you back. Oh, madame, retournez, and okay, je vais te donner, blah blah blah, right? And so, just walk away and say thank you, very nice of you for talking to me, and eventually they'll go down to the amount that you want, or if you are nice, then you say, okay, I'll meet you halfway. I do realize that everybody has to make a living, but the margin of what they're selling at the market is very, very high. They make good money, don't you think?
I think so.
Yeah. So my stay here in Marrakesh, as I was saying, the city has, or the town city, has grown a lot, and now there is, yesterday we visited an area that is new, and it's got a McDonald's, and well, what did I get? I get an ice cream,
Yeah.
caramel ice cream, and it was good. It was just like at home, so I was really happy about that. I wanted ice cream so badly, and we were walking and searching for ice cream shops, but it's too far away. So I thought, oh well, let's just go to the McDonald's here, and so we did. So I was glad I did that. The city has grown a lot, and now there are a lot of Europeans and Americans that come to the area to start businesses, and I see a lot of. I mean, according to our the people that we talk to, the locals, they say that there are a lot of businessmen or businesswomen from Europe and from the U.S. They come here and they buy up the riads, old riads, and then they remodel them, and then they hire the locals to run them. So it's good investment, good business, and these business people, they usually have homes right on the edge of the city.
Yeah.
Remember, we were driving
Yep.
that whole by that
Yep,
area
which is
yesterday.
a
Very nice,
upscale neighborhood.
upscale neighborhood and Gulf community,
Yeah.
so to speak. And it's, I mean, those homes. Our guide was saying that they were selling them in the $600,000-$700,000 just for a basic plan, and if you want fancier, then it can go up to over $1 million. So Marrakesh is is growing, and it's going to keep on growing. From what we saw when we were driving out to the countryside. Yeah, that's about it, and I enjoyed this day. Do you?
I did, and I make a note about the McDonald's.
Oh,
They're very serious about keeping the McDonald's people moving fast. The food is prepared quickly, and the managers are out front, actually out in the line, looking back at their workers, and helping them adjust to the traffic flow. We'll say.
yeah.
Everything's really clean. They do clean up when you sit down, you eat, you have a tray. As soon as you're done, someone comes and picks up your tray, washes your table off, and the men, even though most of the men have very short haircuts, they still wear hairnets. So
I know. I was kind of surprised.
yeah, and their uniforms are clean and pressed. So if you want to do a McDonald's experience that is, I'll say, a formal, not black tie, but formal, meaning everybody's proper and happy, very polite, extremely polite.
And they're proud
Yeah,
of
they're
themselves.
proud
I mean,
working, yeah.
Moroccans are proud people, and it's amazing for those that have jobs. They love their jobs, don't you think? And
Yeah, they're happy to work.
they're happy to have a job, because I heard, I mean, the locals are saying that it's very hard to find jobs here, and once you have it, you want to keep it.
So, bottom line, we recommend visiting Morocco. Lots to do, many different places to be. You can be everywhere from the low mountains, they call it, and kind of almost a cedar rainforest. Very green, a lot of water, and monkeys that like to come visit your car if you
Cats
stop.
in town.
There's cats in every
there are
city.
cats
In
everywhere.
big cities.
Yeah.
Which
But they're
means
good.
there's no mice.
They're well behaved though.
Yeah,
Well behaved
yeah,
cats.
they're living people. Take care of them, and so
They used to love eating mice, but now they
kill the mice. But
they
the
kill the
people
mice,
feed
but they
cats.
don't eat. They don't eat the mice.
But so it's a very interesting place to go, where you get a glimpse of maybe 2,000 years of culture all in the same place, from ancient to modern. and just from one walkabout to the next.
Yeah, so bring your good walking shoes, very necessary. And if you got great sneakers, then you can walk all over the place. And that's what we did. We walked across the Medina from south to north, from east to west, visiting all these touristic spots. And along the way, we stopped and shopped at different places. And it's just a fun place to be at. So, like I said, bring your good sneakers for walking.
And we're here in February. The weather, the highs are in basically low to upper 70s when the sun's shining. If it's cloudy, then it's mid to upper 60s. That's pretty comfortable. They say that during the summer it gets really hot,
Yeah.
at least here in Marrakesh. Probably different in some of the other cities. It's also, one other thing about Marrakesh is its proximity to the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for 20 euros, you can hire or get on a bus with a number of other people and go to Essaouira, which is on the coast, and you can enjoy a dockside lunch of freshly caught fish and crabs and shrimp, and you name it. I mean, the vendors are right there. They're taking their catch off the boats, spreading it out for you to see. You pick what you want to eat, and then they have people there that will cook them, grill them over charcoal. It's delicious, just
Delicious.
incredible. Best seafood we've ever had. That's my take on Marrakesh.
Yeah, me too. Overall, we enjoy it a lot, and but we can't wait to get home. We've been gone for 3 weeks, and it's a little long, but it's been a good experience.
Yeah, glad
Overall, I think Morocco is an experience. For Joe, anyway, for me, it's like coming back to visit, the area that I grew up in. And for Joe, everything is new here. For me, it's not. And this is the way of life I used to have, and very simple, and a good life. And so now I'm coming as a tourist. It's totally different, but it's fun. Don't you think?
I do.
Yeah. Okay, so this is, sorry you guys, I did not take any pictures of the breakfast that we were served. Okay, here is what we had for breakfast. We already ate all of it. Sorry, I forgot to take, beautiful pictures, but just to show you what's being served for breakfast over here at Al Riyadh.
So I had an omelet, which had
which you ate
had spinach
already.
or some other kind of veggies in it. It was very good omelet.
Spinach, I think.
Yep. And then there's a little mini pita, some sliced oranges, sliced kiwi, sliced apple, half a dozen black olives, which were delicious.
I didn't have olives.
Oh,
I did not.
I'm the winner.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then a little
What
piece
did I
of
have?
sponge cake.
Yeah. I had hard-boiled eggs. This is a lot of food.
And a little mini pancake.
Yeah, this is a lot of food. And then fresh OJ. Guys, I'm overdosed on tangerines. I've been eating so many tangerines. About what, a kilo a day?
Maybe.
If not more. And dates for snacks. And what are these?
We got honey, some kind of
Marmalade.
jam, marmalade,
Orange marmalade.
or, almond butter,
And strawberry.
strawberry jam. And then these are kind of
fromage, like
creamy.
la vache qui rit.
Yeah, kind of creamy Swiss Campo Verde.
Campo Verde, yeah. And Moroccan tea for
Yep.
breakfast, yep. And coffee. Where is coffee? Here is coffee. So,
Good morning.
not good morning again. Your summary, Joseph.
Oh, okay. So here's a summary of our trip to Morocco. We started out in Casablanca. We flew here from Paris, which was a connection flight from Minneapolis. And we stayed in Casablanca in a riad, right in the Medina, which is the old city. We just stayed a couple days, but we had a nice stay there. And we walked around the Medina and just kind of got a feel for Moroccan air and food. We ate at a little tiny family restaurant, which we just walked by and said, smells good coming out of there. So we sat down.
That
in
was
Casa.
Probably the best Moroccan food we had.
Yeah, it was
since
really
we got
good.
here.
And it was very formal. In fact,
Informal, you mean?
Yes, informal, excuse me, yes. Casual.
You sat down with the family cat. They had like 2 or 3 cats that roam around the restaurant, and it was just very intimate.
Yeah, it was nice. In Casa was a very short stay. We then took a train, and it was a hour and a half train ride to Rabat, maybe.
Yeah, about
something like that. 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Nice train, fast train, and that took us right into town, where we had about a half-hour walk we pulled our baggage.
It's supposed to be a 5-minute walk, but the GPS was taking us all over the place. But anyway, we ended up walking about 45 minutes.
We got to our destination, which was a very nice hotel in Rabat. So that was fun. Again, Rabat is a very modern city. They do have a Medina. It's like the old walled-in city, the original city, but it's small. We enjoyed visiting with family, friends, and we even had the opportunity to have lunch with the Moroccan ambassador to Spain, who was visiting his mom, and his mother is a good friend of Nuke's older sister. And so we stopped by to say hello to her, and she said, well, please stay for lunch. And so we got to meet with the ambassador, very nice man, enjoyable dinner and conversation in a really nice big house. That was kind of the highlight. In the hotel that we were staying, they had a big event. The Council of Development of International Relations had I guess probably an annual party.
Their 15th anniversary.
An anniversary party. And several hundred guests at the hotel.
Yeah.
And the hotel is set up with it's a garden in the middle. And our room was facing down at the garden, and the garden is where the party was. So we got to enjoy the live music and watch
until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Well, and we got to watch dancing, got to listen to champagne bottles popping,
pop, all night until 1 a.m. in the morning. And here we were looking down, looking out our window, because we were on the first floor, and we couldn't have any drinks because we had some wine. We went downstairs to have some wine, but they were popping champagne like crazy.
And so after a couple of days in Rabat, we got a ride. Again, another family friend of Nuke's, and this is a gentleman who used to be the family driver when Nuke lived with her family in Rabat, and the nephew and his wife drove us from Rabat to Fez, and which was about a 2 to 3 hour
Normally 2 to
drive.
3 hours, but it took longer than
Yeah.
that because it was raining.
Really
And
raining really
it
hard.
was raining really hard. And we were stopped. I mean, the roads were closed because of the rain, mudslide, and floods.
Some roads were
Yeah, some
closed.
roads
Of
were
course, we
closed,
got
yeah.
to our destination, but we
Right.
had to take a little bit of a circuitous route to
Yeah.
get around the washed out
And
areas.
plus the police, the popo, they are everywhere. Every little town, at the entrance of the town, back and forth wherever. If there are 4 entrances, 4 major roads to town, they are located at all 4 of them. So they stop everybody, not everybody, a lot of people, just to check, to see if the drivers have legit registration for the cars, and also if the driver license, their ID cards are intact. Yeah. So it's you have to produce documentation, and if you are missing a document, then they fine you, and depending on the level of how serious or what you are missing. Um, uh, if you're really bad, they seize your car, and you are going to be without your car for sure, right? And for us international people, I mean tourists, before we left home, we got international driver license permit,
Permit.
right? And so we can drive in Morocco because that's one of the countries that we asked for. And so we have that, but driving here is way too crazy, so we decided not to drive. But just know that at the opening, at every entrance to the city, there are going to be police people checking
Every little town.
every little town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were,
And
there were
they're
police
doing,
checkpoints about every
right.
30, 40 miles.
Yeah, maybe less, because there are little towns, lots of little towns. But they're doing their job, so our job as tourists, we have to cooperate and respect their law.
Yeah. So they check, make sure you have a proper driving permit, that your vehicle's registered, and that you're in the country legally. That's a big deal.
Big deal. Oh my gosh.
Because if you're not, then out you go. You're stopped, your car is impounded, and away you go. But and they're I wouldn't say they're happy police. They're very serious about their work, and they're all armed. But it's not like in other parts of Africa where they're carrying machine guns. These are properly
Uniform police
police,
people, yeah.
But
But they
It's-
do
it's
not
serious.
smile.
no, they don't smile.
You, as a tourist, you just sit in the car and keep your mouth shut, say nothing, yeah, and just let your driver talk, right?
Right. So we stayed in Fez for a week,
A week, yeah.
and again we stayed at a riad inside Medina. Now Fez is what they say is the oldest city in Morocco. It's the first city to really be established. Marrakesh is old, but it was just originally a military camp. But Fez is older, and in Fez they have the very first university established in the world in around the year 800 AD, and it stayed active.
Up until 2 years ago, I think.
And it was established as a school. They call it Quranic school, so it's kind of like a seminary where they teach the Quran to the students, men and women. However, the students are separated. And I think about a year ago, they moved. They had built a new university, and so they moved the class activities to the new location. But they kept the old one so that you can walk through and see what the little student dormitories. The students lived in little teeny rooms, and they generally had a window.
A small window.
Yep. But it was interesting. Again, which is typical here. They love the interior courtyards that are really beautiful.
Beautiful buildings.
With fountains and gardens and stuff. So it's kind of a cool aspect of Fez. Good markets. You can walk for hours and hours and still.
We got lost in the Medina, but that was part of the fun of it. You know, just walking in small alleys and explore, really.
Mm-hmm. There's the old tannery, which is still active. It's been around for hundreds of years, where they tan the different leathers, camel hide, goat, sheep hide, cow hide, any kind of leather product. And they have different processes for softening the leather and dyeing the leather. And everything is done by hand. It's really pretty amazing.
They use camel urine to clean it, and then pigeon poop.
Because the ammonia is used to soften the leather. So if you've ever been near a tannery, you know it can be a slightly acrid smell. So when you visit this one, if you're overlooking, it's like a big courtyard, and then there's all kinds of shops, leather shops all around it, up on different tiers, and they hand you a fresh sprig of mint that you can kind of pinch and hold up to your nose so you smell fresh mint rather than...
Yeah, we were there early in the morning, so we didn't really smell much of anything.
And the weather was pretty cool.
Yeah,
they say that when it's hot, midday,
that's when the smell is really strong. But as you walk through these places, be it the souk or be it at a specialty shop, the salespeople are really aggressive. You just have to ignore that and say to yourself, well, you know, if you want to negotiate, to bargain, you can do that. They allow you to do that, and you're allowed to do that, I should say. And just expect that to happen, and just pay what you think your product is worth, and be happy about it, and don't get buyer's remorse because it happened to me. Okay.
So if you're in the market for any type of traditional Moroccan clothing, like you see everybody wearing the long sweaters. They're hand woven, different materials, linen, cotton, and it's a lot of fun. You can buy a lot of cool stuff.
Okay, well, I think that's a summary of Casablanca, Rabat, to Fez, and we'll stop here for now, and because we need to get going. Our driver is going to be here in an hour, and we are driving to Casablanca, and we'll back to Casablanca, and we'll pick it up there and talk to you some more. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye.
We're open with them, no problem.
Okay.
Which gate?
This gate here.
Which gate?
We can wait there.
You can wait there? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Up right here, right here. Thank you. So between Moroccan and Moroccan filming each other in the end. Thank you. Lexi.